Hello, dear students. Jai Hind and very good morning. Welcome back today in one more lecture for the specific topic of probability. We have already discussed, and as you know, in our previous lecture, I told you that now we are going to target some of the examples based on probability. And as we discussed in our previous lecture, we are uplifting the concept of probability to upper standard. As you all know, we have already discussed two examples in our lecture number 8, where we have discussed in detail about one important example of Dias, as I already explained to you, and one another example. Okay. Now, dear student, today we also want to verify and want to do some of the examples. No doubt we will discuss few examples. At the same time, we will again make some concept of probability quite clear in our mind. We want to clear some concepts. Understand? One concept, one fact about probability has been totally clear in your mind. What is that concept? The sum of all probabilities is always one, that you know. Again, today we want to list out at the end of the lecture again the sum of the very important properties of probability. The first one, the sum of all probabilities is always one. Second, the percentage of means total, the total of percentage of chance of occurrence means ultimately the probability is always 100%. This two important fact we already know, and today, dear student, we are going to discuss one very important example based on probability, and that example actually demands your alertness and your logic application when we solve this particular example, where you need to concentrate on the example. You need to concentrate on the given data. That is also important. Understood? So, dear student, let us first make the title of the chapter, that is chapter 11. Okay. What is the name of the chapter? One of the important chapter of statistic, that is data handling. Okay, and in that particular chapter, dear student, you are attending today lecture number 9. Okay, before I write this particular example, I must mention one thing, that this particular example which we are going to solve now involves a little logic. Understand? You need to be very concentrating on what actually they are supposing and what type of sum they have actually given. Okay, I will write the sum, and my dear student, remember one thing, today in this particular example, first I will write the sum, and important for us in this particular example is to first prepare sample space. First prepare total outcome, and here it is very important how to prepare outcome. Okay, first please write the question. This is today's question number 1. Okay, the question is like this. To just note down the question, one dais I have shown here. Okay, I am actually making the column for dais number 1. This is dais number A for us. Come on. Now, dear student, if I list out outcome for dais A, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Similarly, if I list out for another dais, also can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the row for another dais B. Okay, I may say it dais B because when I prepare outcomes, I have to concentrate outcome on both the dais A and dais B also. Dais A will have 6 outcome, dais B will have 6 outcome. That is clear in our mind. Okay, now actually, as I told you, that on first dais there are possible 6 outcome. On second dais there are possible 6 outcome. But when you prepare the total sample space, total outcome, you have to consider outcome on both the dais A and dais B. How we are writing the outcome concentrate. Suppose on dais A you got 1, On dais B you got 1. So can you prepare the first outcome 1, comma 1? You understood? This first number represent outcome of dais A. Second represent outcome of dais B. Now can you see the second outcome? Tell me. 1, comma 2. Okay. Go on making the pair 1, comma 3. Okay. Go on making the pair. You will take first outcome from dais A, second from B. 1, comma 4. Just logically concentrate. 1, comma 5. Okay. Then 1, comma 6. Clear? First 6 outcome are listed out. Now in the second row, dear student, as I told you, when you prepare outcome, your first outcome will be from die A, second from B. So what can I write here? 2, comma 1. You understood this? First from this, second from this, 2, comma 2. 2, comma 3. Please concentrate. First outcome will be from dais A, second from this row. Then 2, comma 4. Please concentrate here. 2, comma 5 and 2, comma 6. This is, before I move further, please verify how we are preparing all outcome. That in that sense you need to concentrate. Again, dear student, first outcome from this column, second from this row. 3. Can you write with me? 3, comma 1. Then as you know, 3, comma 2. Then 3, comma 3. Then 3, comma 4. Then 3, comma 5 and 3, comma 6. Third row of outcome has been made. Concentrate on this. First outcome from this column, second from all this row. Can I write this way? 4, comma 1. Okay. Then write 4, comma 2. Then 4, comma 3. 4, comma 4. Please concentrate. 4, comma 5. 4, comma 6. In this particular example, it is very important for you to prepare outcome even in 10th standard, once in board exam, the question was similar asked, 10th standard. The same question, two dice were thrown once, and there was a limited question, prepare all possible outcome. That is what you are doing just in 8th standard. Understand? First from this 5 comma 1, 5 comma 2, just go on making the outcome 5 comma 3, then 5 comma 4, then 5 comma 5, then 5 comma 6, then the last one 6 comma 1, 6 comma 2, 6 comma 3, 6 comma 4, 6 comma 5, and 6 comma 6. Just verify, dear student, if you haven't written and somewhere you left it, so please concentrate. We have listed out all outcomes here. Understand? Selecting the first outcome from A. These are first outcome everywhere from A and second outcome everywhere from dice B. And this way, first you write all outcome and you just tell it, dear student, how many outcomes has been listed out by us. Verify how many total outcome has been written by us. Every row contains 6 outcome and there are total 6 row. So total outcome are 36. You just count it. So now important question, dear. Prepare total outcome, it is over. We have listed out all outcomes here already. And there are total 36 outcomes. Understand? Total outcomes, which you call sample size, are 36, that you can just count. Now, dear student, as I told you, find all demanded probability. From this particular question, we can try to discuss at least 5 to 6 various types of probability. Understand? Suppose, dear student, write first probability which we want to discuss. Okay, what is that? I am not writing that word again, that find probabilities. That is a common word for all this. Understand, I am writing find probabilities. This will remain a common question for all the questions we are discussing now. Find probabilities that, please note down with me, that sum of, please note down, sum of integers on both dies is 6. First, dear student, understand the question. See, total outcome are going to remain. Understand, total outcome that is going to remain 36. But understand my question now. What is the question? Find probabilities that sum of integers on both dies is 6. That means, dear student, from all this outcome, you have to find such outcome where sum of the integer becomes 6. First, let us target this somehow. See, dear student, concentrate. First, concentrate on the first row. Where you get the sum of integer 6, this one, check. 1 plus 5, 6. So in this first row, you have already got the first pair, okay, where the addition turns out to be 6. Now, dear student, after you get the first outcome, just you have to cross tally only, see. Just cross tally with me, see. Second row, 2 plus 4, 6. Third row, 3 plus 3, 6. Fourth row, 4 plus 2, 6. Fifth row, 5 plus 1, 6. See how many outcomes you have noted down where sum of integer is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You understood, dear student? You have to cross tally this way. So let me answer the first question. I will write, see, I am not writing the full statement, that probability of getting sum of integers on both dies is 6. I am just directly writing the answer is equal to how many outcome you can see. Where the sum of the integer is 6, so there are such 5 outcomes of 5 upon 36. First question has been answered. Is it clear in your mind? I am giving you one similar question for self-study just now. SLP, self-learning practice for you. We will solve, but first you will think that sum of integers on both dies is 8. Just try this out by yourself. Then we will just see it's not such a big question, so you will be given a very short interval of time. Understand to think just 2 minutes only. What is the question? That the sum of integers on both dies is 8. So my dear student, you have to be very conscious. You have to verify. First you have to find that particular row where the sum of dies, at least one outcome, becomes 8. Verify the given outcome, total sample space listed out for you. And please found how many such outcome are there where the sum of integers on both the dies becomes 8. Verify it first. Look at the sum, look at all the outcome and try to assess out. Understand? Then I will tell you with you. Okay? One minute time more, my dear student, and you need to complete it. Question is, find probabilities that sum of integers on both dies is 8. I think sufficient time for you. Okay, let us verify, and those who could solve, please concentrate. In the first row, is there any outcome having total of integer 8? Not at all. 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 3, 1 plus 3 4, 1 plus 4 5, 1 plus 5 6, 1 plus 6 7. That means no outcome exists in first row having sum of integers 8. So let us go for the second. Yes, we got it. 2, 6. 2 plus 6 turns out to be 8. After you get first outcome, now it is just a question of cross tally only. First, move in this way. 3 plus 5, definitely 8. 4 plus 4, definitely 8. 5 plus 3, definitely 8. 6 plus 2, definitely 8. How many outcomes are observed where the sum of integer is 8? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 outcomes. See, in all 5 outcomes, the sum of integer happens to be 8. So my dear student, when you write your answer directly, same answer it will be 5 upon 36. Okay. Now third probability for you. This is the question, and I will give as an SLP just now, that sum of integers. This is very interesting question for you. Sum of integers on both dies is, just mind this question, is less than 11. Okay, please, SLP, brainstorming and stimulation for you. Just think on this. What is the question given to you? That the sum of integers on both dies is less than 11. So you have to think about this. It is less than 11. Okay, so you need to think. You have to count all the observation given here. Where it has to be more than 11. Okay, please verify and find all those outcomes where the sum of integers happens to be less than 11. Here you have to be very watchful in solving this particular probability. You need to concentrate. If you verify all outcome, you have to go through all outcomes. May it happen that smart student will catch the fact very easily in solving this. They will not take much time to solve this. But then also try out and try to verify. Understand? Just look at the sum. Look at all the outcomes which are listed out here and find those outcomes where the sum of digits is less than 11. One minute more, dear student, because it demands a little more observatory skill. Understand, it demands this particular example, and in this particular probability it demands a little more logic applications. Understand, on your part. That's why you need to think on this. The question you need to understand: sum of integers, understood, on both dies is less than 11. Understand? We will discuss in a short time this particular probability also. Understand? That's why we have developed a practice of giving you on-spot SLP for your knowledge. Understand? So that you can think and you can yourself list out so many probability at home by yourself also. And that is also, my dear student, I am going to give one homework, that you prepare such question, at least 20 question pertaining to finding such probability. Okay, so can we discuss? Okay, because all see, dear student, what is the question? Sum of integer has to be less than 11. See, dear student, A smart student will immediately concentrate on the last. 1 plus 6, 7. That means here all outcome are less than 11. So 6 outcome we are just listing out. Now dear student, this is a rough work. Second row, 2 plus 6. All these are less than this. 2 plus 6, 8. Less than this, 6. Third row, 3 plus 6, 9. So here also all outcome have sum of integer less than 11. 4 plus 6, 10 means all outcome, all 6 have total less than 11. Fifth, here see the last outcome dear student, 5 plus 6, 11. So before this, except this, all outcome are less than 11, but there are such 5 outcome. In the last row check, there are 2 outcomes which are 11 or more than 11. 6 plus 5, 11. 6 plus 6, 12. So there are 4 outcomes, see, having sum of the integer less than 11. So plus, okay. This way, dear student, just make the total. This is 24. 24 plus 4. Understand? 28 plus 5. 33. So there are such 33 outcome we got where sum of integer is less than 11. So now you directly write this is equal to 33 upon 36. Cancellation possible. So please do it. 11 upon 12. Okay. Is it clear in your mind? One more probability which will be also an SLP for you. Let me write this. What is the question? Find all probability that, writing it now, that, understand this question, a very interesting question, that digits is divisible by 2. First you understand the question, what is given. What is given? Find probability that sum of digits, means when you sum both the digit you get number which has to be divisible by 2. Suppose in first row, dear student, 1 plus 1, 2 divisible by 2, 1 plus 3, 4 divisible by 2, 1 plus 5, 6 divisible by 2. So this way you first, I am giving you enough time of 2 to 3 minutes, you list out all outcome where sum of digits is divisible by 2. Understand? SLP, self-learning practice for you. Try this out. Concentrate. Very important in this particular example, your observatory skill. You need to find such pair where the sum of digits get divisible by 2. That means they all will be multiples of 2 in short. First you need to understand and verify by yourself. Understand, try this out. Concentrate on the sum and try to verify how can you assess out this fact. You have to move through each and every row, and like I was listing out row wise, you have to write the integer and then go on adding it. This is the way. Understand, without any mistake you can do such type of examples. Okay, just 2 minutes more, dear student, and then I will solve it for you. This is SLP, on spot. Understand, so that you can make your concept clear and you can design any probability by yourself. Such questions you can design at home by yourself. Concentrate. Very important here. And you have to be sharp enough in observation. Understand? Then you can solve it quite easily. You have to be very concentrating. Can I now? Okay. Let me see. We will go row wise. How many outcome divisible by 2? See, 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 3 4, 1 plus 5 6. There are 3 outcomes, means total 1 plus 1 2, 2 is divisible by 2, 1 plus 2 3 not divisible by 2. Understand? Let me just mark it so that it make it more clear for you. Okay, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 3, 1 plus. There are 3 outcome. You need to move, student, row wise. Plus, again tally. Here 2 plus 1 not at all. 2 plus 2 4, yes. 2 plus 4 6. 2 plus 6 8. Again there are 3 outcome. See, a particular type of row you will observe. See here, first, third, fifth, second, fourth, sixth. Again here, dear student, 3 plus 1, yes. 3 plus 3, yes. 3 plus 5, yes. Again 3. Okay. Actually, in this sum you are going to observe a particular type of pattern everywhere. Now here 4 plus 2 6, you see that repeating. 4 plus 4 8, 4 plus 6 10, again 3. Everywhere, dear student, the same thing is going to happen. Fifth row, 5 plus 1, 5 plus 3, 5 plus 5, again 3. Is it getting clear in your mind? Okay, here 6 plus 2, 6 plus 4, 6 plus 6, 3. So, dear student, just tell me how many such outcome you could list where the sum of digits is divisible by 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, such 18 outcome. So directly when you are looking for writing answer of this probability, you will simply write like this: 18, because there are such 18 outcome upon 36. 18 1 ja, 18 2 ja, 1 upon 2. Understood, dear student? This way I have just discussed out for probability to stimulate at your brain. You can design, dear student, any such probability by yourself also. Understand? It's a question of how you are just observing the sum and how you are writing all the probability, and the homework delivered to you will be of the same pattern to find at least 10 probabilities not discussed by me. That is to be decided. You have to just run your brain on this listed outcome here. Understand? And this way you can do. One more brain stimulator question I want to ask you orally, dear student. Oral. First, hear my question. I am not listing it out also, it's an oral question because I want to discuss one very important properties of probability with this question. I am speaking it out. Suppose I ask you, find probability that the sum of digits on both dice is more than 12. So dear student, just very slow, because that will give you the number obtained by adding the highest number in the row. 1 plus 6, 7. 2 plus 6, 8. 3 plus 6, 9. 4 plus 6, 10. 5 plus 6, 11. The last one, the highest digital outcome is 6 plus 6, 12. So, is there any outcome having sum of digits more than 12? No. So such event has probability 0. What is the probability? 0. Because that is not possible here. It is totally impossible event. What is that? Impossible event. An impossible event has always probability 0. That you should please note down. The probability of the again the probability of impossible event always 0. That you should mind and you should remember. Understood? This is one important properties of probability which we have been listing out. The first one, you know, to sum up today's lecture. What was that? The sum of all probabilities is always 1. Second fact, what was that? The sum of percentage of chance of occurrence is always 100%. That means ultimately the sum of all probabilities is 100%. Third, just now we discussed the probability of an impossible event, impossible, that is which is not going to happen at all. So the probability of impossible event is always 0. Okay, dear student. So with this example, a very important one for you. Understand, we are completing today's lecture. Okay, so you must have understood this example in detail. We will discuss in next lecture one, two or three example, and then some objectives which are already given in formative test in your textbook as a chapter and exercise, that we will discuss. Okay, dear students. So thank you very much from Bharat sir.